Hey guys, George from 40plus.fitness. Just a short video as we go into the new year. Just wanted to talk about building good habits to make lasting changes, trying to get healthy, maybe lose a bit of body fat and things like that. I think that people are obviously going to start making those kinds of changes. And I just wanted to talk about getting the basics right, going about it probably the right way. And not beating ourselves up too much when we start. So there are three basics that I like to think about for people that are completely done nothing, that have been quite sedentary over the years and over the months. And there's three things I like that people to concentrate on, and that's just walking, basic stuff, walking, sleep, and getting most of our nutrition from whole foods. If we can get those three things right, we'll go a long way to making good changes to our health and fitness. What we don't want to do is, and you're seeing it, a lot of it now is, and you're going to see a lot more of it as we go along on Instagram and all those kind of places, is where these fitness influencers are beating themselves up, running, jumping, throwing weights over their heads and all this kind of stuff. And it's these incredible motivational videos and, this is time is now and whatever, and throwing 150% and sweat and do it and things like that. Guys, that's the absolute worst approach, especially if you've been sedentary for long times, especially if you haven't been eating well and taking care of your body. That is not the right approach. You are not a elite level CrossFit athlete. These guys that are posting these videos, they are a small group of people that have got a certain kind of genetics, or they're on certain kind of drugs, and this is what they do. This is not for regular people like you and I. We need to think about ourselves from a different, or look after ourselves from a different point of view. And we need to think about what's going to suit us in our lives, in our families, things that, everything needs to fit. And definitely that's not the right approach, because a month, 2, 3, 4 down the line, you will burn out, you will either get injured, you will not be able to sustain it. And then eventually you'll stop training, and then the whole cycle begins from the beginning. So let's focus on the three basic habits. Let's start walking every day. January's coming. Let's get into a good routine of saying, you know what, I'm going to walk every day. I like to build walking in after meals. It's excellent for regulating your blood sugar levels. It helps digest the food, so you get the nutrients in. It helps you digest the nutrients that you've just eaten or taken in. It's also a good way to calm, get a bit of movement in, things like that. So yeah, walking, you can do it at lunchtime at work, do your lunch break, start walking up and down the stairs, or walk around the parking lot at work, walk to the coffee shop around the corner, buy your coffee, walk back. There are many ways to get to walking in, and they are not that hard. We just need to do it once or twice, build that habit, and once you've done it, once you get into a good habit of doing it, it will be great. You will feel the difference. You can also walk in the evenings when you come home, have dinner with the family, get the kids on their little bicycles, and go for a walk, 20 to 30 minutes around the block. Good opportunity to maybe talk to your spouse and find out about their day and connect and those kind of stuff like that, and your kids and their day at school. Also a good opportunity, which I like to do, is listen to podcasts or listen to audiobooks, walk my dog. So I get a bit of education in, and also my dog also gets a bit of walking in. So walking, very important, very underestimated. We do not have to run. We do not have to walk with weights in our hands and do these kinds of, no guys, it's not about calorie burn. It's not about walking because you've got to burn calories. It's about everything else that's health focused. Okay, so get your walking in. The second thing I want to what I mentioned was sleep. Start building in a good sleep routine. We live in times where we are totally connected the whole day. We climb into bed with our phones and our iPads. I'm also guilty of this. But trying to improve on our sleep routine, or our routine building up to our sleep, is important. Maybe dim the lights, no devices an hour or two before, whatever it is. Don't drink too much water before bed. You don't want to be waking up in the middle of the night having to go to the loo the whole time. You want to try and get good 7 to 8 hours sleep, get decent sleep, and get it often. Very important also for overall health and health markers. It helps you function during the day at work. It helps you, the thing about sleep is also, if we have bad sleep, really bad sleep, what it does to our cravings is incredible. So think about it. If you have 2 or 3 hours sleep, the next day you're craving, all these crazy sugar carbs and things like that. And if you have decent sleep, you will definitely not have as many of these cravings, or you'll definitely feel better. So that's one way to look at it. Getting the good sleep will help alleviate those cravings during the day at work and whatever like that. So focus on getting good sleep, guys. Then the third thing I wanted to talk about, which is also I've spoken about a few times on my videos, and that is trying to get your food in from whole food sources. So minimalizing processed foods. So 80% of your food must be from whole food sources, 20% from processed stuff. So if you can focus on that and making sure that every meal has got protein in it from a whole source. So I'm not talking about protein from shakes and stuff like that. I'm talking about protein from whole food sources, from eggs, from fish, from whatever it is. Get it from there if you can. Get it with every meal, get it with breakfast, get it with lunch, get it with dinner, and make sure that majority of your meals are whole foods, and you will feel a lot better going into January and February. Obviously, you can build these basics in with maybe a 1 day a week strength training routine. Get into the gym, start lifting a bit of weights, trying to get stronger. Perfect. You don't have to do more. If you haven't done much over the years and you've really let yourself go, this is the 100% the right way to go about it. Over time, over a month, 2, 3, 4, you start adding another week, another day of resistance training in there somewhere. You add activities on weekends, hiking, cycling, whatever it is, stuff for the family. This is 100% the right way to approach it. It's sustainable. You're building yourself up, and instead of starting at 100 miles an hour and then going down, you're starting nice and easy, building good habits, and slowly, you can add to those habits as you improve, as you get stronger, as you get more energy, and as everything in life fits. Because at the end of the day, majority of us have got jobs, and our jobs and our family life and our fitness in the gym, it all needs to fit together. If we don't make everything balanced, we tend to chuck the stuff away that's, that's the easiest to chuck away, and that will be the gym or the walking or whatever. So focus on the basics. Focus on taking your time. Don't try to do too much too soon. Just build these little habits slowly. Make notes. Put notes on your fridge. Hold yourself accountable for the walking. Hold yourself accountable for the sleep. Try and really aim for that. Hold yourself accountable for your food. Build those behaviors in, guys, and I guarantee you'll feel much better in January. You'll feel even better in February if you've continued with it. And once you start building it in with a bit of a fitness routine, a decent, well-programmed strength training routine in March and April, and you don't have to do 3, 5, 6 days a week, just 2, 3 days a week. Eventually, you will feel much better, and you will start to look much better, and it will be sustainable. It's not, short term, lose 5 kilos or 10 kilos and then put it all back and more. We want to do this because we will care about ourselves, because we want to give ourselves grace, because we want to sustain this for as long as we can for our whole lives. I do know, and I don't expect people to look at fitness like I look at fitness. It's an important part of my life. It will always be. I'll be training in the gym till the day I die. But for regular guys that, want to get a bit stronger, want to get a bit healthier, once or twice a week in the gym and then following these basic habits, it's going to make all the difference in the world to you. And you just don't have to do all this crazy shit that you see on social media or crazy shit that people tell you to do. That's the end of the video. Guys, please, like, if you don't mind, subscribe. It'd be great. Share with friends. If you think you've got family or friends that might benefit from this, share it with them, please. Comment if you want to comment, ask questions. If I get a bit of interaction, if I see it, then I feel that I am, giving good info out there. The last thing I want to do is talk in the wind. I want to just a little bit of feedback, like and subscribe.